So joining us is Arlene Schultes, one of our foster homes. Thank you for being here today, Arlene.
You're welcome.
And I know that you have been fostering for us for quite some time, but I think earlier this spring you took on a real challenge. You took in some kitties from the shelter, some small kittens that had ringworm.
Yes.
Can you share with our audience what's involved when you're a foster home? What can people expect? You know, is it really, really hard to do, or you know, is it heart-wrenching, or what's been your experience?
I go into it with the idea that I'm the interim mom. I'm not the forever mom. I'm there to get the kittens better, and I keep notes on each one, like what they like, what they don't like, what toys they like, and so I can pass it on to the next mom.
Well, and you also help us by knowing where would these kittens
Yes.
have the best, what would be the best home.
Yes.
You know, are they good with dogs?
Yes.
Are they good with small children? Because I know you have grandchildren.
Yes.
And so the kittens get handled by all kinds of hands.
Yes.
Which is really invaluable.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and I just try and keep different little notes on them because I want the new owner and I want the staff here to know what they're like. If they're shy, if it takes a little while for them to come out of their shell, or if they're on your lap, in your face, on your head, you know, sleeping with you. And but when I had the two kittens that had ringworm, it was quite a challenge because they needed medication. So I relied heavily on the staff for what to give, when to give it, how to give it. What if they didn't want the medication? Sneaky ways to get it into their food, or how to do it properly, so I wasn't hurting them.
So you were given some guidance and some training from people here at the shelter.
Tons of guidance, yes. I relied heavily on you guys I was always calling you and asking questions.
Well, and that's what we're here
yes.
for. And then as far as, how did you keep the kittens?
I kept them in my computer room. It's a spare room, and when I went in there, I wore a gown for a while until they were better. Then I didn't. I just went in and I became a kitty bed for them. You know, they would lay on me when I was watching TV, and I would pet them and talk to them. And I had one shy one very outgoing one, and so it was my mission to get the shy one better and the outgoing one not quite so outgoing. And you gave me a DVD to teach me how to teach the cats to scratch, which was invaluable. I learned a lot on that.
So there's, and litter boxes.
Litter boxes, yes.
And we provided all of that
yes.
for you, the litter
yes.
boxes
food,
and the food and the
litter,
medication and
yep.
those types of things.
Scoops,
that
everything.
you needed.
Yes.
And I think it's important that our audience know that whether you have ringworm kitties or you just have a mom and kitties, we do recommend that the cats, I know you don't have any other cats, but it's very important for people to have a spare room. Mm-hmm. So that they don't come in contact with your other pets.
Right.
The whole intention is to get them well, get them ready to be adopted, and then bring them back to the shelter to be adopted, yes. not to be commingling them with pets that are at home.
Right.
So that's one of the things that people need to consider when they're going to become a foster is, do you have a spare room? And to isolate, and of course, cats don't see rooms the same way that you and I
right.
do. They're very comfortable in one room, and that it's a temporary situation.
Right. Yeah.
So, how about when it comes time to bring those animals back to the shelter?
It was not that hard. I was concerned, like a mom, that they were going to be okay. They wouldn't be scared and that, and I got to pop in on them because I volunteer down here all the time. So I got to just sneak and see how they were doing, and they got adopted, and then you get all excited when your kitties go home,
and then when your kitties go home, then that kind of frees you up for the next kitty. So you get to have that reward over and over and over again of helping these small animals.
It's kind of like being a grandma. You get to enjoy the grandchildren and then send them home to mom and dad.
So you get to spoil them and then send them off on their own.
I try not to spoil them too much. I try and teach them good manners, like the scratching post thing is very important, and I try to teach them like good things.
Do you find that when you're fostering, does that interfere with your regular schedule? You know, sometimes people say, "Oh, I'm too busy. I have things that I have to get done," or there's a lot of people out there that work a lot of hours, and I know that you're retired, but I see you here at the shelter volunteering, so it's almost like you are working full-time. How would you answer that to somebody who, you know, says that, oh, I'm really too busy, I don't have time?
No, the animals fit into my life. The kitties, you know, fit into, you know, I make sure that they have food and water and they've had their meds in the morning, and then I can go and do whatever I've got to do and come back, and then they usually don't need meds or anything till at night, if they need meds at all. And they love you when you're there, and when you're not there, they play with each other and play with the toys.
And when your grandchildren come to visit, I'm sure that they wanted to play with them and help Grandma take care of the kittens. So it really isn't, it is added time out of your day that you need to spend with them, but not an exorbitant amount of time.
No, because usually I'm watching TV at night in that room anyway, and I go in there and they would come and lay on my lap, and the shy one would come after the more exuberant one, you know, the shy one would come, and then they would both be purring, and that's such a quieting, comforting sound too.
So do you think you benefit as much as the cats and the kittens?
So much more.
So what would you say to people that are thinking about fostering, or how would you know?
I would say give it a shot and just enjoy it. It's just so rewarding. It's just hard to explain how much you get out of it, knowing that you're taking a kitten, you're socializing them, you're making them ready for their forever home. And
well, and this fits right in with our life-saving mission. You're saving a life.
Yes.
Because oftentimes kittens, and Joni and I talked about it earlier, cats and kittens, nursing moms, don't do well here at the shelter, simply because it's noisy, the different smells, the stress level, and that's difficult for a nursing mom and for those kittens. And we don't have a lot of time or a lot of people coming in to socialize those kittens, so to have them in a home environment really is valuable, a valuable experience for the cat and her kittens. But I'm hearing from you that it's also a valuable lifestyle for you.
Very valuable.
That you get a lot.
My heart gets bigger each time that I get kittens, because they just add to the fun and the spice of my life, I guess.
Well, thank you, Arlene, for talking to us about foster care, and hopefully that you've been an inspiration to people out there. It's not hard. It's something that we're right there guiding you through.
Yes, very much.
Even if you've never had cats, we'll work with you and see you through, so that it's a positive experience for our foster home. And of course, the whole idea is that this is part of our life-saving mission here at the shelter.
Yes, it's a great learning experience too.
Great.
Because you learn something with each kitty, something new.